Well, when I was still at Bryanston, and I would have been about 15 years old, someone told me about this great big derelict house up in the woods, and you couldn't really go up there because there was a gamekeeper who would come out with his shotgun. And I became aware, intrigued, it was quite a long way from school, it was about 6 miles away, and very near my old prep school. And I was so intrigued, and I could just see these rooftops, and I made myself go there. And you had to go along the main road, and then you turned off onto a track a bit like this track, and it went under a bridge which was the railway line, and there was a gatekeeper's house there.
You were on bicycle?
On a bicycle. And for ages I was terrified that there was someone in that house, and I then realised it was derelict, the gatekeeper's house. And then I followed the track around.
Was this in the daytime?
No, this was at night time.
Oh.
And I had a torch on my bicycle, a light, and it was waking up all the rooks in the trees, and all the rooks were taking off from these trees. I can't believe I did it. And then I went, I wouldn't do it now as a grown man. And then I went all the way around, it curved around, and suddenly it would open out, all the trees opened out, and there was the house itself, a really rather lovely Edwardian style, very large country gentleman's house, bathed in moonlight. And obviously completely derelict, but these sightless windows are all staring at you. And I went around the back, and I think I even climbed up, and I found a window that would open on the roof. I can't believe I did this, because the roof was quite dangerous. And I let myself in. And memory has it, it had some oil lamps in there. And I worked out, or when I went back with someone, we worked out how to light the oil lamps. And we're going around this great big empty house. And all that had happened is there'd been an auction, and all the nice stuff like bedding and everything had gone. But downstairs in the library, there were all these illustrated London newsies, like first editions. And there was a pair of statues, and I took one, a bronze one, and my friend took the other. And we discovered it had belonged to a lady in waiting to Edward, whatever it was. So there's all these royal bits there. And then we discovered the cellar. Yeah.
Bandy, come here. Okay.
So shall I carry on?
Yeah.
We discovered the cellar full of all these old wine bottles.
Oh my God.
And we cracked one open.
With wine in?
With wine in it.
Oh my God.
And I think we drank 2 bottles, and it had gone off. And we were off our trolleys. And we're trying to ride back to Bryanston in the night, and we're falling off our bicycles in the middle of the road and in those days there was no traffic. And we just lay there in the road screaming with laughter. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
It's a miracle I'm still here.
Yeah.
And in that era, or a bit earlier, I was a great one for exploring. You know, I love mines and things. And I discovered this great big mine site which fascinated me. And there was this hole in the ground which I realised was a mine shaft going down. And I can remember dropping some pebbles, and the plop was like, drop the pebble, plop. So it was really deep, and there was a ladder. So I started going down the ladder.
Oh,
it was a wooden ladder, and the rungs I were on broke. So I was only got my arms holding me. Well, at this stage now, I would normally have just fallen down. I could never have held myself. And I held on in raw fear, and somehow managed to claw my way back up to other rungs. But if I'd fallen to the bottom, they would never have found me in 100 years, because my bike was in the undergrowth. It's a completely derelict site. It's in the late 50s, I think, early 60s. And I'm, 10 miles from school in a bit of countryside. It wouldn't have occurred to anyone to look there. They would never have found me. There. So you wouldn't be here now.